everybody. So today what I'm going to show you is how to create your creature. All right. So the first thing you want to do is open a new file. New. And you're going to make it either an 8.5 by 11 long ways or short ways, either portrait or landscape. First thing you want to make sure is that you're in inches. Okay, so make sure that you're in inches. And let's make it longer. So I'm going to make it 11 inches by 8.5, 8.5. All right. So that creates a nice little picture here. All right. I'm going to put my layers on. So there's my background. It's just a plain background. So the first thing that you're going to do is decide on what animal you want to do. So I was looking, all I did was do a Google search for animal. Now you might have a picture of maybe your own dog or cat or something like that. So you can pretty much do whatever you like. But I found this turtle and I thought he was pretty cool. And I started to look at the turtle or started to decide, what do you want to do with him? Like I was looking at his shell and I'm like, well, I could put maybe like a soldier's helmet on him or something like that. But then I started to decide, what if I did something with fruit? So I started to look at different fruits and I liked this pear. And I'm like, what if he had a pear on his back instead of shell? And then I thought, what if his face really wasn't a face? And it's maybe, you know, he's still a reptile, but what if he had a snake's face? All right. So I'm going to combine these three objects together, these three photos together to create this new creature. So the first thing that I will do is bring in the turtle. So all I'm going to do is right click and copy the image. Go back into Photoshop and paste the image under edit. Paste. So right now you can see he's too large, so I am going to free transform him, which is under edit and free transform. And I'm going to click and drag until he fits into my 8.5 by 11. There you go, Mr. Turtle. And I'm going to press enter. All right, so now he's locked into place. Now he's on his own little layer. Then I also want to get the pear. So again, I'm going to go back to this. I'm going to right click, copy the image, come back into here, and paste it. So right now you can see it's really big. You're like, oh my gosh, what did I do? I messed up. Don't worry. Go under edit and free transform and click and drag and move it over and click and drag and move it over and click and drag until you get it to the size that you need it to be. So again, I got this nice big pear here that I'm going to make his shell. Here. So I want to get rid of, I'm just going to press enter for right now. So it's on its own layer. I'm going to take this off. I want to get rid of this background. I just want the pear. So one way I could do that is grab my magic wand tool. It's very magical. My tolerance is at about a 50. And I'm just going to click on that. And you can see that picks up pretty much most of that. I'm going to click right here. So remember, anytime you use your selection tools, you have options up here for a new selection, add to that selection, subtract from that selection. So I want to add to the selection, and I also want to take away the shadow. So now I'm just going to go up to edit and cut it. So that cut away that background. And I could also take my eraser tool and I could adjust the brush and how hard or soft it is. Soft edge, hard edge. I'm going to make a little bit harder edge. And I'm just going to kind of get rid of this extra little bit at the bottom. Alrighty. So now let me put my eyeball back on here for the turtle. And again, anytime you put these eyeballs off and on, that's pretty much showing you your layers. And you can move layers around to have different things on top. So, but right now this doesn't look like any part of his shell. So we want to start to make this look like his shell. So we want to free transform it. First, make sure you're on the correct layer. Right now I'm on the turtle layer. So I'm going to go up to the pear layer. And I'm going to go to edit and free transform. And this is just going to allow me to even turn it, stretch it. And the other thing that's really cool that you could do, anytime you're on a layer, you can make the layer a little bit see-through. So I could see exactly where that turtle is back there and make sure that I'm going to make this a nice big pear. And I'm going to turn it just a little bit more, maybe like that. That's pretty good. And I'm going to press enter. That's going to lock it in place. But of course, I want to erase all this part that's down around the turtle. So again, I have my eraser tool on, and I'm just going to slowly start to erase some of that pear. Not too bad. Let's bring up the opacity and see what that looks like. Well, it looks like something was just copy and pasted on top of the turtle. So we do want to change that a little bit. So the first thing we're going to do is we want to start to blend some of this in there, but I'm also looking at the lighting, and I noticed that it's really bright here, so it really doesn't look like, I like the shadow on this side, but I like a little more shadow here. So there's different things you could do. You could go to Image and Adjustments, and you could adjust the brightness. So I can make it a little bit darker. So it seems like it fits more in this little dark area that this turtle is in. I'm going to erase a little bit where his head is here. There we go. And then I could also burn, dodge and burn it. Dodge, remember, makes it lighter. Burn makes it darker. So I'm going to burn a little bit on this side. Again, I got my exposure about 0.5%, so I'm going to make it a little bit darker. And you can see that starts to make it look like it's turning in a little bit more too. I'm going to make it a little bit darker on this side too. All right. The other thing I want to do is I kind of want to stretch this here and stretch it here, but that's Free Transform really isn't going to do that. So I'm going to use what's called Puppet Warp. So Puppet Warp puts this grid across the whole thing. So I kind of want to put these little thumbtacks in places where I don't want it to move. So I'm going to thumbtack it here and here and here. But then I could click and drag and start to stretch this pair. I could even stretch it back a little bit in certain areas. I could stretch it over. I could stretch this up a little bit. I could maybe stretch this down a little bit. So see how I could kind of manipulate this so it's just kind of going around him a little bit better. Press enter and see that kind of stretches it a little bit. So then you could soften the edges by either a blend tool or eraser tool, and again a nice soft eraser so it's not too harsh. I'm going to get a little bit like that for that guy. Just stretch that like that. And then I'm also going to burn it again. So it kind of looks like he's underneath there. Oh, look at that. Isn't that pretty? So you can see it's really starting to come together now. And I could also stretch it out a little bit more that way. So let me go back to Puppet Warp. I'm going to tack it into place all around here because I kind of like that. But I just want to stretch it out a little bit over by his butt. There we go. Beautiful. All right, so there we have that. But I also said I wanted to bring this snake in here. All right, so I'm going to right click, copy the image, come back here, paste it, and free transform it. So that I could bring this down. I'm going to flip it too. So with free transform, you could rotate it, but you could also flip it. So I'm going to click one side and just drag it the other way, bring it over here. So now I could see I can make this bigger. And let's make it a little bit see-through so I can see where I'm placing it. I'm going to place it right over his head. I'm going to turn it a little bit too. And yeah, that'd be great. Right about in there. Grab my eraser tool and let's bring up the opacity so we get erased pretty quickly here. I'm going to erase most of this except for the snake. Again, I'm going to get kind of close here on the snake's head. I want to keep his tongue. And let me bring up the opacity a little bit. So now I want to get in here a little bit closer, so I'm going to make this a little bit smaller. And come in here and erase this part. Make it a little bit smaller to get into those fine areas. And now I want to start to blend this in here. There's a couple different things I could do as well. I could use a smudge tool, which it might be under one of these, but the smudge tool allows you to kind of, see how it just kind of blends that down a little bit, kind of blurs that area. It's like taking your finger and just smudging over top of crayon or something. But I also want to change the color a little bit, so I'm going to go up to Image and Adjustments, and I could also change the color balance or the hue and saturation, so I can make him a little bit more maybe brownish. Maybe tweak this around a little bit so it kind of looks more like that turtle color. And I could also go in there with that puppet warp again. And, oh, you can see I didn't erase all that. And I could kind of stretch this to kind of go more where that is. Maybe erase this part in here. And now you can see here I have, oh, I need some more eraser here. There we go. I have this very strange lizard snake turtle with a nice pear on its back. All right, so that's how you pretty much create your monster. Again, take your time with it. You want to show some shadows and some other things in there that are really going to start to make it look a little bit more realistic. Again, I'm going to be on this layer so I can make this a little bit darker so it looks like it's going in there a little bit deeper. And it's really a lot of fine tuning that you'll be doing as you go in to this even more. I'm going to erase that just a little bit. Oh yeah, look at that. That's just wonderful. Now it looks like it's really part of his shell. Alrighty, so if you have any questions, let me know. But that's pretty much your monster, your creation of your little creature that you're going to combine. And you definitely want to make it look like one whole object. It shouldn't look like it's been copied or pasted. It shouldn't look like this. This is looking much more copy and pasted. Where you want it to, the ears blended in nice because again you could smudge and erase, use your eraser tool, but this looks more like one complete object. All right, thanks. See you guys. Bye.